Hi, my name's Hunter, and I'm here to talk to you about what is Git and GitHub. We're going to talk about other websites similar to GitHub as well. So, Git is a free and open source version control system. It is software that allows you to keep track of different versions of a code base. It also allows multiple users to easily deal with updates, independent updates to a code base. It gives you things called branches, which are ways to develop different parts of a code base, different features and things like that that don't affect your main branch. And then when you're ready to merge the two, you can merge it all into one place. So when I say code base, I mean the source code of a project. So if this is a website, this could be all of the code for the entire website or for a part of the website. You can have a separate code base for each subdomain of a website if you wanted to. So this is how you spell Git, G-I-T. It is not an acronym. So GitHub, which is something you may hear a lot, the term GitHub, is a site that handles your Git repositories remotely. So it's stored on a server in the cloud, if you will, and you can just log into your account on GitHub and access your code base. That way, if you lose your laptop or it dies or anything like that, all of your code, or at least the code that you put on GitHub, is still safe and you can still access it from anywhere. Also, it's used as a community tool where you can access other people's code bases. So here is my GitHub, and this is a project I've done somewhat recently, and these are the files that are stored on GitHub. So someone could come in here and clone this, which is just copying it to their local machine. They could download a zip. They could do it with a terminal command, or they could do it using GitHub Desktop, which is a GUI, a graphical user interface. We'll get to that in just a minute. So that is why Git and GitHub are important. It allows you to version control. Git allows you to version control your software. GitHub allows you to store it in the cloud and allow other people in the community or other team members to manipulate that code base, look at it, copy it so they can mess around with it and code on it, different things like that. The sky's the limit, really. It's a great tool. Aside from GitHub, there's also GitLab. And GitLab does the same thing as GitHub. I have not used it personally, but I've heard it's very good. There's also something called BitBucket. And BitBucket is like this. So BitBucket is more than just Git code management. So each one, GitHub, GitLab, BitBucket, they all have slightly different features, but they all allow you to do the things that I mentioned earlier. Now back to the graphical user interface. So usually when dealing with Git, you are going to be using terminal commands, which terminal window, command line interface commands. So you're going to be typing in the command line interface manipulating with your Git repository. There's another way to do it. Some people are more comfortable with graphical user interfaces than the command line. And for that, there are things like GitHub Desktop, which allows you, it gives you a GUI like this, and it allows you to use the interface in order to manipulate your Git repository, update it in GitHub, things like that. So there, you can use this for Windows or Mac. For Linux, there's something called GitKraken that I use. That's also pretty good. Kraken. So that should cover the 3 major operating systems. So I hope that gives you a better idea of what Git is, how it can help you, what things like GitHub are, why they exist, why they're used so much, and then understand that there are alternatives to the command line interface. If you feel more comfortable with a graphical user interface, there are those out there as well. Thank you.